Okay, folks, so we are rained out right now and broke down with the combine. I'm actually parked in front of it. I'll briefly describe what happened to the combine here after I kind of tell you what you're going to see in this video. I broke down the other day. However, the day before I broke down, a neighbor farm right near us on the other side of the hedgerow, they have a manure storage, and they hired a custom guy to come in and apply manure, pumping it out of his manure storage. And they ended up using a drag line system, which I haven't really seen them run much. So we ended up throwing a drone up in the air and we kind of flew over that operation. That was Newton Ag Service that was applying the manure. They're actually going to be working for us this week, injecting manure on one of the farms that we have north of our farm. And he's going to be injecting. I kept referring to what he was doing the other day as injecting, but he was actually spread plating the manure. Before I show you what happened to the combine here, I just wanted to share with you, Olight has a sale coming up here on October 22nd. It's running for 28 hours or something. They have some sale bundles and stuff like that going on, and one of the items that they have is the Warrior X Pro. They have these in 3 different colors. Now, the very first flashlight they sent me was the camouflage version, and what I carry every day with me is the Seeker 2, and there's a i5T that I also carry in my front pocket. However, they sent me one of these the other day. This is the Warrior X Mini or something like that. This has got a chargeable battery, just like the Warrior X Pros. These are like 2100 lumens or something. These are pretty bright. They've got a tail switch on the bottom, and they've also got a battery indicator that tells you when the battery is getting short. It's just vibrates. And then, of course, they've got a case that comes with it. So let me show you what happened to this combine. We had a drive chain on the that goes up to the feeder house break the other day, and when that broke, that all wound around the shaft. It kind of bent this bracket here for the chain tensioner. We fixed that, and then the following day we ended up breaking the coupler that's on the back side of this pulley gearbox, and a shaft comes through that runs over to that other side, and it spun all the splines off of that. So we've got this gearbox at the dealer. They're rebuilding that now, and that will be in a future video here. We're hoping to get these parts back here this afternoon, and we got some other stuff that we're going to do to it. So like I said, that'll be in a future video. If anybody's interested in the Olight stuff, click the link in the description. There's sale bundles that they have and whatever like that. And if you ever go to their website and you don't see anything in the sale offerings, if you just type in Andy FFF in the discount code area, you'll get 10% off. So with that being said, folks, we're going to roll into the rest of the video here, and it's just some drone footage of manure being applied through a drag line system. So thanks in advance for watching, folks. We'll catch you at the next video. Okay, so we are just flying over the top of the combine right now, and this is the farm that we have the Trump 2020 planted into on this cornfield here. We're going to fly over the top of that. You might have caught a little bit of a glimpse of a sea of black right there. We'll go over and visit them guys in a minute. But that's the neighboring farm there. They have a manure pond right there. And there's a custom outfit called Newton Ag. They are drag lining manure out of that lagoon. So before we go over and visit them, we'll fly over very quickly over to where it says Trump 2020 in this cornfield. Now, it doesn't show up as well in this cornfield, being that the corn's brown, as it did when the corn was green. So this corn is Seedway 5440, and there's also Seedway 60, I believe it's 6330 as well in this particular field. Now this field, the corn got a little too dry on us. There's Route 81 right there. The corn got a little too dry on us, and we have to take this off as grain corn. Now we'll just get the drone up above it high enough here, and then we'll run over and visit the guys injecting manure here, and get the combine turned around here and get up in the air a little bit, and then we'll go right back the other way. So as you can see, it doesn't show up as well. If anybody remembered the previous pictures that I had taken of this field when the corn was green. Once we get into shelling the corn in this field, we'll talk about how I was able to do that and everything like that. Most of you might already know how I did it, but this farm here is about 120 acres. I've combined that field way over to the right. I've got that one on the other side of the woods there to do it, and the one that we are up above. So we'll run over, we'll visit these guys quick. They're injecting manure with a drag line system, and it looks like they're getting this manure pond empty. I forget how much that lagoon holds, but what they're doing is they're pumping manure out of this lagoon, pumping it into a hose system, and then that hose is running across the ground, and they're able to hook that hose right to the injector slash spreader unit. So they've got a pump system set in there, and then they got a hose reel system there. They've got a feeder pump hooked to a tractor right there, and then they've got a noon lagoon crawler just like ours setting in the lagoon. You can see a hose running across the ground. It's going over into this one field that's on the other side of this hedgerow here, and they have a tractor that they use for a hose humper, and it looks like this guy's getting the hose all in place for him. I don't know much about how this works. This is actually really the first time that I've really seen this up close, up as close as this is. So he's just pushing that hose along, and it's kind of pulling it from the other field there, and you can see it's kind of coming through the hedgerow as he's pulling it out through the field, and then that hose snakes through the field. It's hooked to the injector unit that is on the back of this articulator. I don't know what Zach has. I think this is a 95-20 if I remember right. You can see the hose laying across the top of the ground there. And yeah, he's just moving right along. Got a couple of, well, this is spread plates. Looks like there's 2 spread plates on the tool carrier or the assembly here, and then once he gets to the end of his line there, that hose is hooked to a long pipe, and that pipe will swing so that he can go right back the other way here. kind of spying on these guys, and they don't know it, but they do a good job. Don't have to worry about them making any mistakes here on live TV or on YouTube TV. It's not live, but I wanted to catch him turning around here so we could see how that unit works. But that's all mounted up on top of the rear axle of that 90, I think it's a 9520 if I remember right. Getting a nice even pattern there. I don't know what they can apply in a day, 700,000 to a million gallons, I think, with no problem. That manure is going on that ground that they had chopped onto very nicely there. This looks like this is the end of the line here, and then he'll turn around and go back the other way, and then we should have been watching his hose humping tractor there. That guy is helping get hose moved around for him so that he doesn't actually run any kinks or actually run out of hose. So he's getting ready to make this turn here, I think anyways. I assume that's what he's going to do. Doing a light bulb turn by the looks of it. No, he's not going to. I thought he'd go right back the other way, but he's coming right around in kind of a circle there, if you will. No, he's kind of turning, filling in them areas. You can see the pipe that is hooked to that injector swings so that it doesn't kink the hose at all. That pipe is off on a 45-degree angle to the left. Now it's starting to swing back to the center portion of the tractor there. Now he's making another left-hand turn. That pipe is coming around sideways there. Painting her brown. Well, we've spied on him long enough. Now why don't we go over here and see what the hose humping tractor's doing. All that hose humping tractor's got is a large metal reel on the back of the tractor. Oh, here he is, right? Is that him there? Yeah. Metal reel on the back of that tractor, and then he can put that down and just kind of push that hose right around for him. I don't know what he's going to do when he gets up here, but we got to leave these guys alone. I've got to get over, get back combining. But he must be going to take that hose and just push it towards the pump, or towards the tractor a little better. That's what I think he's going to do there. He's got everything kind of all stretched out here. And they are on the other side of this hedgerow. Looks like he's got all the hose that he needs there, and he's just going to keep zigzagging it back and forth. I got to make sure I don't put this damn drone into a tree. But it looks like this lagoon has got to be just about empty. Now this lagoon here is an earthen lagoon, and it's got a plastic membrane on the walls. Oh, that, I thought it was black smoke coming out of that crawler, but it's the injector gun off the front of it. So Yeah, it looks like they're just about done, judging by the looks of that pump there. There can't be but a couple of feet left in there. They probably damn near get that damn thing empty tonight. So we're going to leave these guys alone, and we're going to get back combining, and what we'll do is we'll come back at you tomorrow when we get shelling this field here that has Trump 2020 in it. So, alright, so Zach's got his equipment set up here. That's the tractor that you've seen on the hose humper, and those are his hose reel carts there. You can, well, there's the hose humper. Hose is setting across the field. We've got a bunch of ground way back in there that he's going to be injecting on. His injector isn't here yet. We've got our frac tank set up that we're going to dump manure into, and then he's going to pump off of the frac tank. His pump setup is setting right there on the other side of the tractor, and then you could see the lay flat hoses laying out across the field. So we'll have a video on this job in the next few days here. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching.